Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is Arctica M. Arctica M is the name of a satellite. This is in fact the first Arctic satellite system. So I call it a system because it has got 2 satellites in it. So Arctica M is the first Arctic satellite system. So from the name itself we can know something that this satellite is designed especially for Arctic Ocean and Arctic region. So this will monitor the Arctic climate and environment. So its sole task is to monitor climate and environment of Arctic Ocean and the region. It is sent by Roscosmos. Roscosmos is the name of the Space Corporation of Russia. So Russia is the first country to send an exclusive satellite to study the Arctic area. So Roscosmos sent it, and it is sent through a rocket called Soyuz 2.1B carrier. So the rocket that sent Arctica M is Soyuz 2.1B carrier from Roscosmos. In fact, this is sent from Kazakhstan. And this contains 2 satellites, and the 2 satellites will be having all the system fixed to study the all-weather monitoring things in Arctic area. So all weather monitoring efficiency is present over there, and whatever the weather is, it can study and monitor the environment and climate. So it not only looks after the Arctic Ocean, it also studies the temperature or weather of the surface of the earth over there. And it sends all of these readings for every 15 to 30 minutes. So this is a huge number of times per day. So this is very efficient. And it also sends some images. It monitors the environment, climate, and sends the result of that. And it also sends some image form also, images of North Polar area, as Arctic region is in the North Pole. So that all of that North Polar area and surrounding regions images also will be sent by Arctica M. So this is about the satellite. The next topic is Sugamya Bharat app. So Sugamya Bharat app is recently released by, or it is launched by, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And this is to sensitize and enhance accessibility to the government. So the people must be accessible. The government must be accessible to the people, and people must be going easily to the government if they have any queries. So this, to ensure this particular reason, Sugamya Bharat app is launched by this Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So as I have told, this is easy to reach government, a step towards this particular reason. And this is for registration of complaints by people in an easy form, and 2 ministries or 2 sectors are going to work together for the accomplishment of the purpose of this app. The 2 sectors are transportation sector and information and communication technology sector. So ICT and transportation sector are going to work for this, because this here we need after the Sugamya Bharat app takes the complaint, the government has to send people to that area. So for sending, they require transportation to those areas. If they are remote also, they have to go. And information communication technology should be used to connect or contact these people who are accessing to the government with their complaints. So for this reason, these 2 sectors are also involved. And especially there is a special feature in the app for Divyangjan. Divyangjan are those people who are disabled. So disability having people are also given a feature in this app, special feature for them. So to deal with their COVID-19 issues. So Divyangjan are not access or cannot access to the hospitals if they are in remote areas, and if there is no one to take them, if they are single. So they can contact Sugamya Bharat app, and they can contact the government, and so that the government will send some people through transportation, and they will take the complaints, and they will help them with COVID-19 issues, with vaccination or treatment or testing, or everything will be coming to those people, and they don't need to go to the hospitals. And this app is also going to release. So under this app, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is going to release a book also by the name Access the Photo Digest. So what works are going on through this Sugamya Bharat app, the going of the government to the people. So how these people are getting good results of this Sugamya app, and all of them will be done, will be made into a photo shoot, and that photo shoot will be exhibited in the Photo Digest. That name is Access the Photo Digest. So this is the book that is related to Sugamya Bharat app, and this book is released by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. The next topic is Garo Ki Pehchan Chelik Naam. So this is the name of a scheme. The meaning of Garo Ki Pehchan Chelik Naam is daughter's name is a home identity. So So by this we can know that it is about some women empowerment or girl child related kind of scheme. Daughter's name is a home identity. So that is Garo Ki Pehchan Chelikna. So this is to give self-employment to women. Self-employment scheme. This is taken up by Uttarakhand state government. So Uttarakhand state government came up with this special idea. And this is launched in Nainital, and later this will spread all through the Uttarakhand area. And a budget of 42 crore rupees is specially allocated for this particular scheme to provide self-employment. So we can know that this is for women empowerment in Uttarakhand. And 32,000 women groups will be given self-employment under this scheme. So women groups, self-help groups, and all such any kind of group of women of around 32,000 groups, not women, there are 32,000 groups of women. So all of these groups will be added into the scheme to give them self-employment. So this is also a step towards Atmanirbhar scheme, Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, because they are going to be self-reliant. Self-employment gives them self-reliance. So Atmanirbhar Bharat is towards to achieve this self-reliance. So this is a step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat also. This scheme is now in operation in Uttarakhand state. The next topic is World Civil Defence Day. World Civil Defence Day is celebrated every year on March 1st. So this is the World Civil Defence Day, March 1st. This is to give awareness to people about the necessity of civil protection, how civil protection is important for a society. So this is done by International Civil Defence Organization, so ICDO. There is this organization for working for the civil protection of the world. So this International Civil Defence Organization announced Civil Defence Day. This International Civil Defence Organization is an intergovernmental organization. This was set up in 1931 in Paris. And though the headquarters of it are in Geneva, Switzerland, it was not set up in Geneva, Switzerland. It was set up in Paris, France. And the person who took initiation to set up this particular International Civil Defence Organization is Georges Saint-Paul of Paris. But the headquarters of International Civil Defence Organization are at Geneva, Switzerland. And every year this releases a theme on its day. The theme for 2021 is Strong Civil Protection to Preserve the National Economy. So a national economy is in the hands of civilians of that country, and they have to be protected. So this is the link it gives with the economy and civil protection through 2021 theme of World Civil Defence Day. The last topic for today is Sansad TV. Sansad TV is a new TV, it belongs to Government of India. This is brought up by joining or merging two channels. They are Lok Sabha TV and Rajya Sabha TV. Both of these channels are very important, which shows us all the current things going on in the government through Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So these two are now merged into a single channel called Sansad TV. So this merger is done by the central government because these two channels are in the hands of central government. So the decision is taken up by the chairman of Rajya Sabha, that is our vice president, and the speaker of Lok Sabha. The present speaker is Om Birla, and the chairman of Rajya Sabha or vice president of India is Venkaiah Naidu. So both of them have taken the decision, and the merging is done by the government. The first ever CEO for Sansad TV is Ravi Kapoor. He is a retired IAS officer, and he is given 1 year term at present. And before any further notification comes, he is given for time being he is put as the first CEO of Sansad TV. So this is about the Sansad TV. These are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.